A lot of what you've been calling overreacting, mm, is actually a body that was never taught how to feel safely. Hmm? And if no one taught you how to like feel, of course you don't know how to stay present when you're triggered. Welcome. Welcome to your cup of awakening, where these are small, powerful sips of awareness that creates big shifts in how you live, love, and lead. This is not a space for perfection, okay? It's just for remembrance, where you don't have to perform or even, like perform the healing. You're here, you get to experience it, okay? And you don't have to get it right. You just get to notice. Because here, awareness is the spark. And the body's going to be the guide, and your truth is going to be your way home. And today, and this month, we're in boundaries as love. And this week is the body week. And so we're going to talk about something that most people actually were never given. Okay. The ability to just be in their feelings. Okay. So grab your cafecito and let's slow this moment down, sisters. All right. So, all right. You were never taught how to feel. That you out there, right? Not really. You were never really taught, right? We were actually taught how to be good, how to be respectful. Don't be too loud, right? You're being too emotional. You're being too much. Okay, now and then you have the message of you're not enough. Does that sound familiar? Is that you? But like nobody actually sat you down and said, "Hey, this is how you sit with anger without, exploding or retaliating or internalizing it," right? And nobody taught you how to sit with your sadness without actually shutting down or making it about you and your worth, right? Nobody said like, listen, yes, this is overwhelmed. Great. This is how you feel overwhelmed in your body without abandoning yourself. So instead, we actually learn how to bypass it, right? We learn how to stuff it. We learn how to like push it down, swallow it. We talk ourselves out of a conversation or to feel it, right? We start to overthink it. We stay busy or we numb ourselves or we react. And then we feel guilty and shame about it later. Does that sound like you? And then, because I've been practicing this version of myself for years, right? You've been practicing that for years as well. It feels normal. Like, yeah, this is familiar. I got this. This I can do. That normal, that familiar, that story is not the same as being regulated. And normal isn't always healthy, actually. Sometimes what it is actually just familiar survival. And so for me, this is where everything just started to shift. Because if you don't know how you are feeling or how to feel or how to sit long enough, you don't know how to listen to your body. And if you can't listen to your body, you're going to miss out on the wisdom. And you're going to cross your own boundaries, even without realizing it. I used to do that all the time. Is that you? I still do it. I don't get it right all the time. And it's not about perfection, it's about progress. So what does it look like? It looks like when you say yes And your body is like, no, sister, no, let's not do this. And then you just keep going and going, and your body is like, okay, I need you to stop. Just stop. It's when you just give and give and give and give, and you're already so depleted. And then you respond when your body actually needs space. You're like, I just need space and I'm not listening. And then later you wonder why you feel overwhelmed, resentful, reactive. And then you start to maybe even think, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? It's me, right? It's me. Something's wrong with me. I'm broken. I'm not getting it. No, nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. Your body just doesn't feel safe. Your body just doesn't feel safe in this moment. And your body it doesn't need to be perfect. It's not even asking you to be perfect. It just needs you to be safe. And most of us, um, we're just never taught how to create safety within. So every feeling starts to feel like a threat, It's like, no, it's dangerous. Nope, can't. Nope. Mm-mm. That sound like you? That your story? That sound familiar? Yeah, anger starts to feel like just so dangerous. And then sadness, oh my gosh, sadness just feels so heavy, right? It's just so heavy. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so much sadness. It's just so heavy. And then overwhelm is just too much. It's just too much. Too much on my shoulders, too much on my plate, too much responsibility, too much on me, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. Yeah, so of course, it's no wonder your nervous system is like, no, 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 okay, fight, flight, freeze, fawn. Which one are we gonna push today? Which button are we pushing today, right now? And then your body is just like, really, it's calling it normal. Like, this is normal? This is normal? Really? All right, if you say so. We start to like, they made me do it. It's their fault. I'm just so stressed, like, oh yeah, this is just motherhood. It's hard to have teenagers, you don't understand. Like, what are those rehearsed lines and those stories and those excuses that you keep rehearsing? Because they're not normal. It's just your body trying to protect you because you're not reacting from the moment. You're reacting from the meaning that you gave it and what it touches within you. And this is the truth that your body already knows. Your body knows before your mind can even catch up, right? And knows that boundaries don't even start with what you say. They start with how you feel, what you feel, right? Because a boundary is felt before it's spoken. And so just tune in. It's a tightness. Do you feel pressure? Pressure, like just your whole body. Do you feel heat rising in your hands, in your head, in your chest? Do you just feel fatigue, just like, oh my gosh, the gravity just feels so heavy, right? Or are you feeling resistance? You're like, I just, no, I don't want to do anything. Don't tell me what to do. Don't get close to me, like resistance to everything. Like, what does it feel like? Just get off me. Do you feel contraction? Like your whole aura, your whole body is just coming into you. right? And it might, it's right. And it sounds like boundaries as love sounds like, yes, I need a pause. I just need a moment. I need to take a breath. It's not okay for me to continue like this right now. This is just too much. I need to put a pin and come back, regulate, right? But we were never taught how to do that, how to even feel that, to be like, ooh, my body is like, all of a sudden something's happening in this moment. Hold on. So tune in because this is the part where you don't pause. You're override it. You're going to override that little moment over and over again until guess what? Your body's going to start to override you, right? That's like, that's when you snap. That's when maybe you shut down. That's when you just let that guilt or shame start to creep in, the negative talk, the control. That's not failure. That's just overflow, just too much because you didn't overreact. You just overrode yourself until your body reacted for you. So let's make this real. The next time that you feel triggered, activated, upset, like you're making it mean something about you, before you even try to fix it, or before you try to explain yourself, or before you react, just pause. Just choose to pause. Pause. Take one breath. I learned this one to keep the psychic vampires away. Put it on your lap. And so just take one breath. And then ask yourself, what are you feeling in your body? What am I feeling in my body right now? Is it tightness? Is it that shortness of breath? So take a deep breath in. Is it heat? Do you feel hot? Do you feel heavy? Do you feel buzzing in your body? Maybe you feel like you're collapsing into yourself. And this is not a moment to change it. Just be with it. Don't judge it. Just sit with it and stay. Just stay here. Maybe just stay here one breath longer than you would normally stay. In that moment, that's where safety begins. Because you don't create safety by controlling the moment. You're going to create it by staying with yourself inside of it. And when your body feels safe, everything's going to change. Everything changes when your body feels safe. You don't have to force patience. You don't have to perform calm or control the outcome. You just become present. And presence is what creates connection. So instead of asking, how do I just stop reacting? How do I stop reacting? How do I make them stop? How do I stop and make it mean something, right? Just try asking yourself, how do I just stay with myself? How can I just come back to my body before I react, before I respond? And that's the work. That's the return. This is coming home to you. So I want to leave you with this. And please don't rush this part. Just let it sit in your body. Where in your life are you overriding what you feel just to keep the peace, to people please, to look good? Where are you saying yes when your body is asking for space? What emotion feels the hardest for you when you stay with? What is it? What emotion feels the hardest for you to stay with? Without fixing it, without avoiding it, or even reacting from it, just being with it. So in the next moment that you get activated, in that moment of activation, will you choose to react like you always have up until now? Or are you going to choose to stay? I'll say it again. You don't have to get it perfect. You just need to notice. You just need to notice long enough and take a pause and breathe and then make a better than choice. That's how you start to rebuild self-trust. That's huge. That's how you create connection. That's how you keep coming home to yourself, because you're not here to react from your past. You're not here to react from your past. You're here to choose from your truth. What's your truth? Because every time you stay with yourself, even just for like one breath longer than before, you're remembering who you are. I am Margarita Rose. This is your cup of awakening. Sip it slowly, sisters. I'll see you next time. Same Spark channel. And remember, like, share, and subscribe so this content can go to the sisters so that they know healing is possible for them because they matter exactly as they are.